Okay, in the last session, we discussed that language development is about oracy, and oracy is about speaking, and speaking starts with listening. Well, let's a little step back to know our customer a little bit more, how the child spent the first 3 4 years. When a baby is trying to utter, we know the baby's cheeks are full of pads of the fats inside, and the larynx if it generates the sounds, but these pads do not leave enough cavity inside to for maneuverability of the sounds, and with the passage of time those pads go away, and with the movement of tongue up and down and right and left, some harmonics generated by that sound box, the larynx and the throat, are attenuated and some are amplified miraculously, interestingly, to create the desired sound which child is trying to mimic, which the child has listened. So this journey starts with monosyllabic words, and first year 8 to 10 words, and then 2 word sentences. After that, the pace a little bit increases and goes to 4 to 5 word sentences, and then complete intelligible sentences come at the age of 4 plus. On the background, obviously, the brain development is taking place at a tremendous pace. And this time, the first 3 years is extremely kind of critical for the brain development as well, because about 1 million neural connections are happening every second, and in the first 3 years brain grows to 80% of the adult size brain. So this is a very critical period, we can say, in terms of learning, which the child has spent with mother and the family before coming to school. So that's important thing, actually, the lesson for the parents also to know about. So but for listening, it's the focus and it's the attention control which is required, and that focus and attention control has also developed during these 3 4 years after birth. So initially the child is kind of distractible in the first year, and predominantly the dominant stimulus around the environment can distract her attention, and then the child starts developing a short span attention, but it's so precarious a process that a child has to almost cut off all other stimuli to maintain that short span. That's very interesting. And then a flexibility starts coming, but still the child remains for a couple of years with a single channel audio or visual attention. It's the age 4 plus that the integration of audio or visual starts happening, and that's the broad pattern. And that's the stage where child begins to get control and starts playing with the other children as well, and that is where the social uh, 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 awareness also comes to a stage of playing with others. And that is extremely important, that when the social awareness comes to this stage, it brings in the feeling of guilt and shyness also along with. This stage is generally termed as the school ready stage for the children in literature, and enough social control that the child can now be put into discipline that classroom and school uh, activities require. Well, important thing is this social awareness, which brings in with it the sense of uh, guilt if the child makes mistake, or the sense of embarrassment and humiliation if child is not treated well, and a sense of shame. Um, this is a very important thing for primary school teachers and even the parents to understand, that the child has an ego the same way we adults have ego. The child also has developed now. Thank you very much.